Hey guys, what's up? This is Ziploc Rules 2013, and welcome back to Let's Play Mario Kart 7 Custom Tracks. Today we are opening a brand new chapter in the Grand Prix mode. We are officially halfway done with the game, believe it or not. Already, it feels like we just started. As you did see there, though, there is a new menu we have, a new new CTGB7 menu. I do not want track displays here, but I actually brought over my normal Mario Kart 7 save file over to CTGB7, so that way I pretty much had to do that just so I could unlock all the character slots, but also so that we could unlock mirror mode, and that is the new kind of thing here. We are going to be playing through mirror mode here, and this is on my normal MK7 file. I didn't really play through the Grand Prix, so I guess this is all my sister's data. This is her old cartridge. She has another one now, but this is the one she had back when the game first came out. So these are actually not my trophies, but rather hers. But we are going to go ahead and play through mirror mode today, begin the mirror mode playthrough. Obviously we have a lot more character slots now. We have some oddballs. We got like Baby Luigi over here, is not normally in the game, but we are actually going to be playing right now as Rob the Robot. So Rob the Robot is actually in the mainline Mario Kart games, exclusive to Mario Kart DS, and he's like one of the top tier players, characters you can actually play as. So we're actually going to be playing as him tonight. I'm going to use, do we have a Rob-like vehicle here? I don't think we do. No, vehicle there, don't have unlocked. I'm going to use the Bandicoot team. It kind of reminds me of like the Blue Falcon for like F-Zero. The blue monsters, we're just going to go all out with the blueness here. And we don't really have any blue gliders. I like the design on here. It has kind of some gears on the super glider, so we'll use the super glider here. I feel like we've been using that a lot lately. But yes, we are finally starting the mirror mode playthrough for I don't know why there's trophies here. I have not completed any of these, but yes, we're going to be starting up the mirror mode portion of this playthrough, and we're halfway done. So, yeah, I'm just man, I'm glad to be starting mirror mode off. We're going to replay through all these tracks, wonderful tracks. But in this video, we're going to be playing through the mirrored Bell Cup as well as the Acorn Cup. So the first two cups, I think these are actually the trophies we just got on 150cc. I think. Are they? I don't know. Maybe they brought them over from the main cups. I don't know. But we're going to be playing through the mirrored Bell Cup today. So for this, we have Concord Town, N64 Mario Raceway, Galvany Falls, and GBA Sky Garden. So we're just going to go ahead and get into it. Rob the Robot as our racer. Right, it'll load up any moment now. I feel like it takes a little longer to load on mirror mode. I don't know, maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Seems like it does, though. But here we go. It is obviously mirrored, so it'll be exact opposite. Well, I mean, it's literally just mirrored. I can't really explain it any better than that. But yeah, basically we're just going to be playing through mirrored versions of the normal 150cc tracks. And so class-wise, like engine class-wise, this is 150cc. But again, the tracks are just mirrored versions of their 150cc counterparts. So, yeah, it's literally like you're just looking into a mirror. You're playing the game while looking into a mirror. And it's actually pretty interesting. Pretty cool addition. I generally am not a big fan of mirror mode, but I love the idea. Yes, I always thought that it actually was like introduced in Double Dash that this was introduced to Double Dash, because I don't think Super Circuit had a mirror mode. Drop frames there. But, you know, when I unlocked this in Mario Kart Double Dash, because I'd never played 64, I thought that was kind of where this originated from. Obviously, you can see kind of Rob's arms going back and forth when you drift. Usually in Mario Kart DS, you'd see them constantly shifting back and forth, because that was how you charged up a boost, was kind of back forth like this. It's kind of weird not doing that, seeing as I'm literally racing as Rob. It kind of feels wrong, to be honest, to not be doing that. But, whatever. We will adapt. We had Sonic in second place here. But yeah, I'm glad I moved over my data. It was a lot easier than I anticipated it being. I thought I was going to have to like move a bunch of files on my SD card, but you literally just have to go into the FBI manager on your 3DS and just kind of... You do move some files, you just copy and paste them, but you don't need like a computer. And of course, if you use the 3DS XL like me, you have to have a micro SD card. Luckily, you don't have to use your computer, because if you want to do that, you have to have an adapter. You also have to have a screwdriver to open the back of your 3DS. I did grab a screwdriver just to have it handy, but didn't actually end up using it. There's actually a shortcut you could take there. You can kind of skip across. It's a really cool shortcut. I did not realize that until I played this just a little while ago. I was just making sure mirror mode would work, and I kind of accidentally discovered that. I didn't make the cut, but it was pretty cool discovering it existed. Kind of was hoping I'd get a mushroom so that I could actually perform the shortcut. I don't know. I'm sure there's another video you can find of someone doing it. But yeah, that was Concord Town. That was one of my more favorite custom tracks from like Mario Kart Wii. It's a really fun one in there, but it really does translate well to Mario Kart 7, to be honest. And I feel like a lot of tracks that were in Mario Kart Wii that were brought here, most of them did translate relatively well. The only track I really don't think belongs here is the DS Duking course, which I really don't get why it's here still. But, you know, that's a small complaint and a really fun to play mod. Like, it is really fun to play. Right here we have Mario Raceway. The one that initially threw me off with the glitchy preview there. You still got the shine sprites on the wall there, on the finishing, right by the finish line. They're randomly advertising for Yoshi back there as well. And we're going to use a shortcut. Look at that. They placed the... I feel like they kind of themed this after the Mario Kart 64 version, because I know that the Mario Kart Wii version, I think, was slightly optimized for that shortcut that you can take. But it actually works a lot. Here's a shortcut I usually take in Mario Kart Wii. It doesn't look like... Yeah, okay. Mario Kart 7 is a slower game, so it's kind of not as effective. Oh well. I really do like this though. It's one of the more basic circuit raceway tracks, but still a pleasure to drive on. I did not mean to do that. Not a pleasure to randomly drift the wrong way. That's actually really awkward. Or you just pulled a blooper. Get out of here. Get your stupid ink off my screen. Haha. Enemies from behind. Better watch out. Then I'm gonna actually have to use this. I'm doing it again. I'm like accidentally doing the classic drifting stat or strat. Like I'm doing the back and forth. It just feels so wrong to not do that. Looking at Rob, like literally, it just doesn't feel right to not be doing that. I hate that so much, but I love that I can play as him in here. It's really cool. But yeah, this was about the time I was going to be holding my CT Worldwide streams. Was right at the halfway point of the Let's Play, but unfortunately, over quarantine, everybody's internet's been pathetically slow. Laughably slow, really. Like, mine's been a fraction of the speed that it's been since the upgrade. Like, we're at pre-upgrade internet speeds. Like, it's really annoying. I can't really stream. I can barely watch Twitch streams in high def. Like, it's ridiculous, but yeah. I guess our stream series for CTGB7 will end up being a little bit later than we anticipated or first expected. And that sucks, but it will happen. Don't worry. I will make sure the stream series does eventually take place. And you guys, I guess you guys have longer now to actually get your hands on CTGB7. So I would recommend modding your 3DS, getting your hands on the mod as soon as you possibly can. Oh, here we are, Galvanry Falls. Another one of the cooler Nitro custom tracks. Not a Mario Kart Wii custom track, just straight up a Mario Kart 7 one. It's a really cool one. I can't seem to get a trick off those little ramps there. It's a little weird. It looks like you should be able to trick there. I just can never seem to pull it off. I don't know. I'm sure I just suck, and that's why it's not working in my favor. But still, I want to show it off on video, just because. And I also want to. That's what I wanted to do. Precisely what I wanted to do. Oh, hell yeah. But yeah, been thinking about what the next Let's Play is going to be. I was thinking another 3DS game, but I think I'm going to hold off for my next 3DS project after this. I don't know if I really should be thinking about this so soon either. Like, we're only halfway through the project. Maybe I should wait closer to the end before I start thinking about our next playthrough. But I mean, I don't know. I like thinking ahead of time. I like having some sort of a plan in place, but at the same time, it's like I'm overthinking this. I really should just be focused on the current project instead of thinking about the next one. And you're barely halfway done with the current one. Like, you obviously don't want to stress. You don't want to make it stressful. Like, Let's Playing is supposed to just be lots of fun, and it is, but it can get stressful when you don't know exactly what you want to play. Come on, Koopa, you can't just randomly... You're really just going to take this from me? Yeah, you really are. Oh, god dang it. Stupid CPU rubber banding. I don't even think that's what that was. He was just straight up faster than me. Most likely. Whatever. Lost one race, that's not a big deal. I say lost just because I didn't win. You didn't really lose. Losing is only 8th place if you think about it, but since I'm going for first place, it just every time I get anything but first, it's like, oh, I lost. But no, you really didn't. You really didn't at the same time. But here we are, GBA Sky Garden. One of my favorite time trialing tracks from Super Circuit, along with Shy Guy Beach, was probably... Shy Guy Beach and Sunset Wilds are probably like my top time trialing tracks back on Mario Kart Super Circuit back in the day. Lots of memories playing that game. Car rides and whatever. Even after I got it on Virtual Console years later, I sort of got hooked into the time trialing again. Like, it was fun. As much as I don't think that game's aged well, it's still fun to time trial. Definitely holds up as a lot of fun. But I don't know. That's only if you really know what you're doing on the track. Otherwise, it's like when you're playing what the fucking... Oh, that's dumb. My leaf literally just ran out the second that red shell was hitting me. Like, how cheap can you possibly be? Ah, what the hell? That is so dumb. Ah, whatever. Shortcuts. God, I like that. That looks like the Comet Observatory. Or whatever it is from Super Mario Galaxy, where you, like, talk with Rosalina. I swear, in the distance, that's what that reminds me of. I mean, maybe this is a future version of Sky Garden. That's really what that is? I don't know. But then again, that would mean that this was out in space, which definitely isn't the case. So I guess that really can't be it, but man, does it really remind me of it. I don't know. I keep in my mind that's what it is. That's what I want to believe it is, but at the same time, I know that that's not the case. But hey, imagination and reality are two completely different things. Oh boy. Here I am looking at the mini-map to race. When I found my sister's DS one time, because I never had my own DS, but it had all my data on it. And I was playing in this top screen of my sister's DS, no longer... What the fuck? You finished like a quarter of a second behind me, and yet... What? That was such speed hacks right there. I'm not even gonna ask, but... I remember when I found my sister's DS and it had Mario Kart DS in it. And I was playing that. The top screen didn't work, so I was literally just playing off the bottom screen mini-map. And it literally worked. Like, I was doing time trials. Just kind of through muscle memory of, like, I think it was Delfino Square was what I was playing. Purely through muscle memory. And it was amazing that I could actually remember how to actually kind of play it. Obviously, it was a little off of the timing, but like I was competing with some of my top time trial ghosts. I wasn't very good at the game, so that kind of wasn't too hard to do, but I don't know. It was fascinating that you could play the game that way, and it was still somewhat fun. But that was the Mirrored Bell Cup right there. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the first place trophy, which is awesome. I don't know why I said ladies and gentlemen right there, but whatever. I have no idea why that came to mind. And why are we on the old frickin' CGB7 menu? What? That's like if you're playing frickin' Mario Kart 8 and it just gives you like the normal menu screen when you've already beaten the game. Or Mario Kart Wii if it did that. Think about that. You were getting like just Mario just in his cart, and then all of a sudden, yay, it's the default, the Mario and Luigi standing next to each other with steering wheels. It's like, what? Why do I want that? It's for the newbies. I'm a freaking experienced player here. Like, what the hell is that? I don't know. I didn't really customize too many characters here, by the way. I pretty much decided I would go with Rob. And I think I was going to do Baby Luigi next, but I think I'm actually going to go with my Mii character, since we can play as him now. So there is Zip right there. The one and only. I love those Mii sounds. Even though I can't hear it. What are we going to go with? Obviously I have a lot more vehicles. The Egg 1. I believe this was like my main vehicle in Mario Kart DS, or a vehicle very similar to it. We're going to go with that now. The Slim tires we did not have on our old file, so we'll go with those, I suppose. And the Flower Glider, we did not have that in CGB7 old file either, so we'll go with that. 3 brand new vehicle parts, never hurt anyone. But we are going now to the Mirrored Acorn Cup. And for this we have Autumn Forest, GBA Riverside Park, SNES Mario Circuit 1, and GBA Bowser Castle 3. It's the one that made it to Mario Kart Wii. The purple one. I don't know. That was always the oddball Bowser Castle from Super Circuit. really threw me back when they brought that back in Wii. But here we have the only Nitro course in the entire cup, which is Autumn Forest. Very clearly inspired by Maple Treeway, which is probably my favorite retro track in this game. And what do you know? A Mario Kart Wii track, one of my favorite ones, in fact. And this is also the track with the Wind Waker music. I do believe that was this track that had the Legend of Zelda Wind Waker music. It was not Outset Island, which it was one of Dragon Roost Island, maybe. It was one of the islands you could go to, and it had like a friendly village. Like, it wasn't an enemy, festered, disaster, whatever. I don't know what I was gonna call it something, and then the word just didn't come to mind. Just a giant, like, enemy plant or whatever. But it was like just a friendly town. But I know it wasn't Outset Island, so it was Was it Dragon Roost Island? I think that's like the first dungeon, though. Or the first, enemy-filled area. Whatever, not a dungeon, but I'm pretty sure that's where this was from. And that this was the track it was on. It might have been another one, though. In fact, that might have been Concord Town. Although I think that had, like, the Delfino Square music or something. I don't know. I really shouldn't be speculating the music when you guys can literally hear it on video. Probably makes me sound a little, makes my commentary a little unnecessary. And then people are like, shut up, I like the Wind Waker music and you're talking over it. Well, tough shit, it's a Let's Play. I'm not gonna fucking shut up. No, that's the whole point, is that you're commentating over it. Although too much commentary can be a bad thing. One of my favorite Let's Players ever, actually, in his Mario 64 Let's Play, during one of the most, like, intense cutscenes, was talking over, like, every part of it. And, like, everyone in the comment was like, shut the fuck up, you talked over whatever cutscene. Was it the final one? Maybe it was. It might have been, like, the final cutscene. I don't think it was quite at the end, but it was, like, one of, like, the more popular ones. And, like, everybody was super pissed off that he was talking over it, so I don't know. That's something you always want to avoid, but usually over important cutscenes, I just don't talk over those in general. But that was Autumn Forest, one of, well, that was the only Nitro track. Excuse me, the only Nitro track in this cup. Everything else is retro, such as Riverside Park. We're gonna play through Mirrored now, and it's kind of bizarre because there was no mirror mode in Mario Kart Super Circuit. So for some of these tracks, this is their only mirrored conversions, like, ever, which is really interesting. Go! Alright. I think this was one of the tracks that had the more non-eventful soundtracks, I think. I don't remember if this was it or maybe it was another one. But, like, the music was almost like background noise, it almost seemed like, on one of these tracks. I don't know if it was this one, though. Maybe it was another one. I wish there was just some way I could hear the audio, honestly. Maybe if I got, like, some sort of a splitter that could work. I had a pair of headphones. Then it'd be weird, because that would be the only setup I would need headphones for. It's like, yeah, that would be a little awkward, I guess. I don't know. I mean, maybe it would be worth it. I don't know. It would be worth the uncomfortableness. Like, I remember back when I used to use a headset for my videos and streams. It was really an uncomfortable headset. But, I don't know. It was either that or there was no commentary. So, I don't know. Have to weigh the pros and cons of each choice. But yeah, having game audio would be very nice. especially if you are basically doing a blind playthrough like I kind of am right now. Like, I've played Mario Kart 7 before, obviously, but never the CTGB 7 mod, so it's like, it might as well be a blind playthrough at that rate. And you can't comment on the music. That's a little, I don't know, it takes something away from the experience. I'm sure I could just find a splitter or something, but I definitely couldn't have it come out of my 3DS speakers, because my 3DS is literally like an inch from my mic. And yeah, if you're getting into video creations, you have to be pretty damn close to your mic. That was one thing that surprised me, because a headset, you can lean back as far as you can. You can lay back on your couch, in your chair or whatever, you know, whatever, you sound the exact same. But here, if I'm sitting back here, you can't really hear shit. So I have to be like right up here against the mic. Not like physically against it, but within like a couple inches. But yeah, I don't know. I guess if you're thinking of getting into Let's Playing, it's something to keep in mind. But here we have SNES Mario Circuit 1. Here was one of the not as good Mario Circuits, I feel. Mario Circuit 2 and normal MK7 is probably my favorite of the SNES Mario Circuits. Although this is probably the more recognizable one, just from how it's laid out. Just because, you know, everybody's played Super Mario Kart, and, you know, a lot of people just played for, like, the first cup, and obviously there's more of a recognizable track just because of how it's laid out. Naturally, more people recognize it, but definitely one of the more plain ones, I think. I know in Mario Circuit 3 they like put the glider ramp near the end, which really helped mix the gameplay up. But this one, you're kind of just driving around. There's not a whole lot happening. It is fun to drive on though, but it's just not the most eventful track. Not necessarily a terrible thing, but certainly not a positive, that's for sure. Lap 4 or 5, and I'm kind of just driving here at this rate. There's nothing really happening. I'm just kind of in first, and that's kind of just not changing at all. Oh, whatever. Maybe a last second. Oh, there's Mr. L over there. Is that... Yeah, Mr. L, I can tell with the eyes. He has a shock, and he just used it. Well, something happened that race. I feel like that's something that the modern Mario Kart games kind of suffer from. If it's a boring track and you're really good, not a whole lot's going to happen. Online, that would normally not be the case, but you're racing against computers, yeah, not too eventful, to be honest. I don't know. But whatever, it's still a good track. It's just one of the more basic ones. Probably, I'd probably say the weakest one. It is the first one, so I don't know. It's a little more forgivable, but at the same time, I wish there was just something more to it. Even a glider ramp thrown in somewhere would have been pretty nice. Here we have GBA Bowser Castle 3. The one they brought back in Mario Kart Wii, so it's probably the most recognizable one, just because of that, because it's the best-selling Mario Kart, and this is the one that they chose to put in there. But I don't know if I would say that this was the best GBA Bowser Castle. Probably either this or the first one. I remember, I think the second one was in here at some point as well. Maybe it wasn't. But I know the fourth one was here, and that was one that I wasn't as big of a fan of as 1 and 3. The fourth one I didn't like nearly as much just because of how it was laid out. This item box moved really slow. Those move really fast in the Mario Kart Wii version. You have to really be careful. Yeah, sure. Just randomly carry a bullet bill up to frickin' second. The bullet bill really just carried that man up to second. That pack must be closely knit back there. As we all know, bullet bill's not fast at all in this game. And it doesn't really last long if you're in a high spot. It tends to just kind of run out right away. So that must be a pretty closely knit pack back there. So I better watch out. If I get hit, could be deadly. Definitely have to watch my guard. Oh boy. I feel like this is one of the lesser pairs of cups. Probably the not as good pair of cups. It's a good pair of cups, but God, coming from what I'd consider to be the best pair, the rainbow and the coin cup, coming to, oh shit, I thought that was the last lap. Oh God. Oh jeez, I really just did that. I used to do that a lot, and I do that a lot actually in Mario Kart 8. I'll think that the race is over and I'll just set my controller down. I really just did that though. That is embarrassing whenever it happens. Okay, well. No! No! Okay, well, no blue shell. Or is it gonna come back to get me? It's still moving, so that's kind of a sign. Should I keep behind you? I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna come back around or not. I have no clue at all. I think I might have just given Yoshi the win. Dude, why did it slow down there? Oh my God. Yoshi? You piece of shit! No! No! Ah, I was hoping he didn't have an item. He did. He had a block item. Damn it. I kept slowing down, expecting the blue shell to come back around, but it just kind of didn't. Ah, I shouldn't have done that. But then, if I did proceed, I was risking it completely. Oh, whatever. That's 38 points. That was a good GP. I think that's 2 rounds in a row I got 38, but that's fine. And as usual, I will let the ceremony play, so enjoy. Play without my voice, I probably should have said. I let it play the last GP, so yeah, I do always let it play, but yeah. You enjoy the raw cutscene, the raw ceremony, without my voice plaguing it. I mean, interrupting it. Oh my God, whatever. I don't know what that was. I don't know if that was supposed to be funny. I really don't know. That was a miserable failure at being funny if it was supposed to be, but oh, whatever. There we go. We got DK throwing a blue shell. Well, well, Mr. DK, I know who to blame every time I get blued the next video. Yes, I know exactly who to blame. Not gonna say names, even though I already said your name. Not gonna say any more names. How about that? Ah, yes, the me character. He has the most stupid sounding voice in this game, I know that. But yeah. That was kind of when the Miis were still a big thing, and so Nintendo was kind of trying to, I guess, highlight them at that point. But, yes, that was the Mirrored Bell and Acorn Cups here on Mario Kart 7 Custom Tracks. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the video. Next time on Let's Play Mario Kart 7 Custom Tracks, we will be playing the Mirrored Cloud Cup and the Mirrored Boo Cup with Banshee Boardwalk 2, a sequel to probably one of the best remasters or remakes of a retro track in this game, and this is a sequel to it. And so I can't wait for that. Moo Moo Farm is a classic too, so definitely a lot of fun tracks to look forward to in the next video. Evergreen Crossing was a good one as well, I think. But yes, as much as I would love to sit down and play them right here, right now, I unfortunately have to sign off and get ready for bed. So I hope you all enjoyed the video. I hope you all look forward to these next 2 cups in the next video, and I'll see you then. Peace.